Hello and welcome back to Tectonica. So we are almost done pumping out this area. I've dug a few more times down in, and we can see that it just goes way down here, and there have been no further things unlocked. I found one scannable, which I scanned. I forgot what it was. We have some resources down at the bottom, which we could pick up. But as we see, thinking in terms of scaling through time rather than scaling the factory seems to have helped out on this. Oh, and we're well over 100 hours of gameplay at this point. So I am thinking that the gameplay time estimates that Firehose put out are based on building modest-sized factories, and when you get to stages like this, you might have to leave the game running for a few hours. Or you spend those couple of hours walking around and enjoying the scenery, which I have actually done. Not all of the times I've been waiting has been doing that, but some of my waits have been walking around and enjoying the scenery and touching things up and making my base a little better, and, actually being in the game, which for me is playing. And we are completely drained here. And since there's nothing left to pick up and nothing left to do, I could basically remove this entire structure at this point, except it is providing us with Sesamite sand. It should be providing us with 5,850 refill rate. Let's see, we've got 40 of these guys. Folks, actually, let me carve that out here. Nah, let's not bother to do the math. If these pumps are digging at 146 out of 500, that means we're getting a small fraction of what we originally got out here. So the question now is, are we reducing our backlogs? Because not on this level, but on level 9, I believe we had huge boxes. At least at one point, all of our boxes on level 9 were full of sand. And we are actually draining the backlog of sand. So the big use of sand right now is producing fuel to run the machines that are producing sand. And as they produce less sand, they're also going to produce less fuel. I think I can probably reduce the amount of machines making power. So I'm going to do that. In fact, I think I am going to chop, well, let's see. Let's do them one at a time. But look at P. We can see that we're sitting here solid at 4.4 gigajoules. If I pull those, if I pull all of them, we should start to lose. Whoops. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and pull all of my crushers out. Need to just single click on them. Actually, let's leave the bottom floor. Down to 4.3, back up to 4.4. Notice our usage has gone way down, along with our electricity going down. I think just those 3 machines there is enough. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start from here. Oops. Let's actually start from the top floor. That will get me everything I want down through. Whoops. Oh, that's correct. So we have one group of 4 providing power, and we've got 20 of these pulling sand. Geez, these guys are all running 293 kiloliters a minute. And you have no fuel because my verticals went out. We just have to put those back in place. There we go. This is 24 pumping, 244 kiloliters per minute on each of them. Our dig speed is matching the refill speed. What was my maximum on this level? Was it 500 again? Okay, so 4.3, 4.4. Okay, so this is still going back and forth between 4.3 and 4.4. I might need to put the second floor back in at some point. I don't know. If it actually gets too low, I will just go kick off the actual generators. And these front areas are in use. If I removed front areas, it would also remove this particular line, so we're good. I can just remove it one by one. That works. Up to the top, and let's trim this guy. Oh, there's all of this machinery over here I didn't pick up. There. They're clean. Erasing one by one the foundries, not the foundries, the foundations. Make sure that we still get our sand moving. So substantially lower rate of sand, and we're substantially lower rate of consuming fuel, which is what we want, because the lower rate of sand will end up making it so we're producing less fuel. Well, we now have 16 sand pumps in our inventory, so if we need sand pumps on level 16, we have some in our inventory to use. So if we wanted to maximize the amount of sand we were producing, this guy is a refill of 5850. What we would do is we would go back to lab, and I would put sand pumps back into the mechanisms here. Except, of course, I was a fool, and I tore out everything. But yeah, we could put sand pumps back in here to get more sand. We would get the production rate of sand. I really don't need Mirage on my hotbar, do I? No, that's our alternative. If we need more sand, we can come here and get it. We can get a lot of sand until this level is empty, and then we can get our steady state sand, which I think was 24 pumps running, so tremendous amount of sand available on lab level. What's our next task? We have 2 tasks. We need to drill to the next level, and we need to provide gold ingots and sesamite ingots to Sierra to upgrade the tech. We will need to be getting to the top level tech to get the end game stuff. Where'd that go? Science. Yeah, we'll eventually need to build these cubes. And the rest of this, let's see if there's anything else that I want to unlock before I start digging. Got better power was always good. Crystal synthesis. I think I need crystal to get my ingots. I was doing the planning there and I forgot to check that I had everything unlocked. I may need to do the unlocks first. I may need to do green science first. Oh no! Hold on, Sesamite. Sesamite ingots are produced according to my recipe list. The only way to get ingots is to smelt crystals, and the only way to get crystals is to crush the way to get crystals is you crush sesamite powder and shiverthorn extract together. Let's see if I've got those recipes. If I don't, I'm going to have to change my plan. Go to 9 where I've got all that stuff. And we're going to put down a crusher. That's F5. Put down a crusher and we say, can I actually get what I need here? Get crystals in. So this is sesamite powder and shiverthorn extract. So I don't have the recipe. I need to do green science. Holy for holy, I completely blew that. So we're gonna go back to Victor, where we're doing our science. And I believe this is stuck behind green science. Can I walk back up some of this stuff? Yes, I can get enough green science to open that. And extraction enables the production of powder and products. I don't need that. Put crystal back up just in case I need it. Oh, accumulation, sorry. We now have crystal synthesis. I guess I don't need to do this. Let's check. I can actually check this here. And there we have it. So I can create crystals from sesamite powder and shiverthorn extract. And this also gets me making 50 gold out of that stuff. So I can do my gold and I can do my shiverthorn crystals. That all happens on floor 9. Let's go do that. Yeah, shiverthorn extract. I think our fuel should be slowing down here. Yeah, we're starting to build up a significant backlog of fuel. So I am going to do what? Well, most our shiverthorn powder isn't. It is so tempting just to take our shiverthorn powder off of the end here. Where's the last place we use shiverthorn powder? Coming in here. Still see it. So the shiverthorn powder comes all the way to the end, but the ends are all capped off with these verticals. What I really want to do is snake it out somehow. I'd like to snake it out after this machine, so we continue to make all of our stuff. Oh, I think we are exhausting our shiverthorn here. Maybe I don't have excess shiverthorn powder. Okay, for some reason, it wasn't showing me the powder a moment ago. So I think my only place I can bring it out is right here. So what I'm going to do is take the powder, up this way, out to here. And that's actually too close to that hub. I can't actually take it off there. That's unfortunate because the only places I could tap it would be there. Take it from here. Be the same as taking it from here. Okay. I'm going to take it from here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have a sugarthorn line that comes out horizontally along this row. Sugarthorn powder. And the way I'm going to bring it down is vertical here. It's going to be vertical down. Where the output is there, input is there. Okay. That is grabbing basically half the sugarthorn powder that would have gone to making fuel. Now we're going to snake it out the side. Yeah, I'm being a little scummy here. The sugarthorn, I would say sesamite powder, and we take that and sesamite and sugarthorn extract into a crusher. Get sesamite crystal. Okay, so we're going to come over here. Same horizontal. I'm going to bring this over on top of this in case we want to do more than one crusher. I don't know what our rates are going to be. I'm going to put the first crusher over here. Put it there. Give myself a little extra room. Stack filter inserters. We need sesamite powder, sesamite extract. We need sugarthorn, sesamite powder, sugarthorn extract. Right order. And together, we should get some sesamite crystals out the other end. And I think this is the only recipe I've got to make sesamite crystal. Looking for sesamite crystal on this list. Big red spiky crystal, can't miss it. From the top. There's the sand. There's the powder. Come on. Ridiculous. Got the gold ore. Glad we've unlocked that. We've got gold bars. We've unlocked that. We've never made any steel mixture. So apparently I cannot program a filter inserter to do Sesamite crystals. Okay, our rates here. Let me make sure I've got the rate correctly. Sesamite crystal. We are producing 1 crystal. My recipe book was all wrong. 1 crystal at 7.5 per minute. Oh, we can also get crystal by crushing stems. Okay, but we actually have 2 recipes. The crystal goes from powder and extract. So crystal 7.5 per minute. Input is powder, 66 powder at 495 per minute, and Shiverthorn extract, 60 extract at Shiverthorn extract 8 at 60 per minute. And we are running slow because I am not chewing up all of my sesamite powder. That's okay. Other one is crushing the sesamite stems. We don't have yet. Yeah, I think I'm going to prefer the other method of making this. I'm going to keep this much of it just in case we still need these ingredients. But what I really want to do is convert this guy over here to growing sesamite plants. So come out here into the middle. We are going to make some sesamite plants. Initial seed generation is Spindlevine seeds and sesamite powder and Shiverthorn seeds through an assembler. Let's go get assemblers. I have put most everything away on admin. The reason I had crushers was because I was doing stuff with crushers. I'm going to gather some materials and drop some bulk stuff. I will be right. And back to our seed making endeavor. I have picked up a bunch of stuff. So as I said, initial seed generation happens inside a assembler Mark III. I'm going to toss down here randomly because this is just going to be enough to make some seeds. We need to make Shiverthorn seeds. Please tell me I've got this unlocked. Not Shiverthorn, excuse me, sesamite. Seeing it. Good. Oh, I remember. All of this, the Sesamite farming thing, I need to get that all unlocked. I need to get back a whole bunch of green so I can unlock this, or I need to start building green science again. We need the gold because we do that. I don't need set. Mass production stuff can go away. We're not using these. Okay. I got back some blue. Didn't need. We don't need stem compression. We do need ingots. Let's see. Did I spend any green on this stuff? Yes, I did. Looking in the upper left-hand corner to see what kind of spheres were spent. We need those. Need those. Need those. Energy. Any green energy things, I need that. Need those. Yeah, we're clawing back all of our green stuff. I think I'm going to only spend green science on things that are necessary until I decide to start producing it again. That was 250 right there. Okay, back to this. Sesamite ingots. So now we should be able to get our Sesamite farms going. So you should now be able to make Sesamite seeds. And I'm just going to toss in stacks of guys. So we're going to get 1,000 Sesamite seeds out of it. Too bad it moves so slow. Let's split this up a bit. So, Kindle Vine, I'm going to put, say, actually, let's just do 62, do 64 of each. Thorn is so 64, and as much sand as you want. Sesamite powder uses 10 times as much sesamite powder as seeds. So this is going to run short on the powder. That's okay. I'm going to pause the recording while we simply wait for the seeds to come out. Or, actually, no, let's not. Let's let those simmer. We are going to be putting them in over here. And this is going to require the same number of seeds we've been using elsewhere, which I believe is 200. Those seeds. Sesamite garden, we're going to use planter ones. And we're going to take the stems, and those come from the garden. Oops, no. Garden has a crusher which turns the sesamite into seeds, stems, and powder. And you want to put your stuff back on. I'm going to put a box over here to collect up the plants. And we're put the seeds out directly. So let's use filter inserters on these guys as well. This guy is Sesamite seeds. That going to be Sesamite plants. And our other outputs from here are this way. I'm going to box those up for now so we can collect them from the machine at full speed. Sesamite stems and sesamite powders. Bring the powder out here and sesamite stems out here. And do that so quickly as possible. Now we are getting seeds, so we'll need to dump the seeds out over somewhere. I'm going to power. I'm not carrying any calcite platforms. I'm going to scavenge more. Why can I not put that where I want to? Right there. There. We'll dump the seeds out as fast as we can once we get them. This guy will be providing powder and stems. Now the crystal we want is take the sesamite sand stems together. Crush those. We take stems and stems. We need sesamite sand this time. We know where to get sand. I am hoping that we don't run our stockpiles down to... Oh, actually, our stockpiles seem to be building up. Okay. It is likely that we are... No, we are not reducing our diesel yet. Port limit storage to 2. I'm going to see if that fills up. So somehow we need to bring some of our sand back the other. How about just swoop past here? Oh, that's not going to work. There. here, turn, go up and turn. And we need to head out that way. Put it on the edge of this. And you bring in Sesamite sand. Do it on 2. I think I need to start off not bringing in the sand until I'm if I just brought in sand here, it would do the first thing, which we don't want. I want to always just do the second thing. It means I need to have the sesamite stems flowing before I get this started. That also means that I might get some sesamite powder and real sand out. So let's route our powder if we get any out this way. And if I get any sand out, let's change this one to do sand. So if we get any sand out, it'll go back into that box. We can pick it up by hand. Just need to make sure that when we extract from this box for other uses, we filter it. That covers us if we get any raw sand going. So this will give us our 3 things. It gives us a whole bunch of plant. Oh, good. Do with the plant matter. I think I'm just going to take the plant matter and turn it into plant matter bricks. You are going to grab the plant matter, however fast it comes. Other byproduct we don't care about is blue goo. I was looking at it a moment ago, wasn't I? I was just staring at it and I didn't see it. There it is. And our primary output is, of course, our crystal. Which, there it is. Okay, so I can filter the crystals. Yay! Apparently I now have enough things unlocked that it's going to let me filter the crystal out. That puts the crystal in a box. And take this powder. Oh, wait a minute. If I reverse those, I can powder out the back, put it into another thingy. Yes, let's. I'm going to put the sand out in the sky. Get any sand, it'll go into that box. That's low volume. we go. I need to do something with the grass, something with the blue goo. Okay, so this guy, again, we want to be making crystal. This guy needs sand. Oh, no. This guy needs extract. Oh, look at what we've got here. We've got all the extract we could ever want. And when we get powder in here, this will turn out more of our crystal. Means I can put the crystal chest here. So all of our crystal will come out there. I'm going to dump some sand in here, some powder. That gets us started. All of our crystal together for now. This leaves us with a sand byproduct. I'm going to dump out. I'll just move it out to the side. You are out of the way now. And in fact, all of these are. So this is a byproduct we don't ever want to see. These are byproducts we're expecting. We're going to put the blue goo over here. And the grass will just be here. So what are we doing with the grass? So I can put the grass with sesamite gel in pressure to get plant. There's a glass smelters, get a carbon paper, assemble it into dirt. Have sesamite gel handy. Hopefully it isn't a high rate of sesamite gel. Because we are tapping out of our other factory. I think we should be okay. Back on this line. Red goo. How high do you need to be? It's this one. Yep. Oh, that's a recipe I don't have yet. I explicitly de-unlocked it. One. Nope, that's not the one. There we go. There's our recipe. you can grab plant matter, which we don't have any yet, but we will be able to turn that into plant matter frames, which are cool and interesting and nice, and they're being collected up over there, so let's just send it over there. Plant matter break. So you're going to come over this way, come down, around. That will take care of our plant matter. Blue goo is in use over here. I could route that over there. I think my amount of blue goo is going to be minimal. Okay, so we got that. We now need to do something with the crystal. That through a smelter Mark III to get ingots. Boom. That easy. And I'm just going to put the ingots back in the same box and take them out. This runs at 20 a minute. And we're going to producing them at 7.5 a minute. So this box should be kept drained of crystal. That's actually pretty dangerous. Good. Means we need to remove this guy. Well, you knew we needed to do. Okay. You using. There's our ingots. Overkill on the inserters, but that's all right. And I see we have been making seeds. We've got 300 seeds. I'm just going to put all 300 seeds into the farm. We will remove the excess later if and when we care about that. $300 seeds into the farm. Now, part of unlocking all of the sesamite seed stuff is also unlocking planters that run 4 times as fast, which would mean I could peel this down to 8 Mark II planters, or I could turn them all into Mark II planters and quadruple the processing at the end. We still don't know if the rates are working. This is sufficient to get some. We don't know where the bottleneck is going to be until this guy starts kicking off. I think I'm going to pause again until we start getting some. God. So let's not bogus this part up. There. Yep, let's pause it for the 4 minutes it's going to take to get our first stuff out. And here we go. So here's our rates. This only consumes 15 sesamite per minute. However, matter ones, I should have checked this immediately. Maximum time on these guys. These are substantially longer than 4 minutes for each one. So our rates could be weird. Got one more of these guys I can put down. I do not. I can pick up one and put this down here. Put down seeds. They show 480 seconds. So that's 8 minutes per cycle. Sesamite seeds, 0.5. Sesamite. Okay, so this is still balanced properly. I was ready for it not to balance and have to rip everything out. Apparently we're good. Okay, so this is going to be producing into here. Well, he's already processed what he could. So I didn't get the... Oh, there's his rates. He needs sesamite sand to process. There we go. So we just need to turn this on now. That's right, we had him turned off so he didn't just process sand up. Now you let this down. You are consuming 1 at 12 per minute sesamite stems. And you are consuming 2 at 24 minute sesamite sand. And you are producing 4 crystal, and you are producing 4 chiver thorn extract, goo, a gel. You are producing 20 plant. So according to this, my total production hold on, properly. This says that I need 3 crushers making sesamite crystal. I believe it. We're building up here. Well, I do need to reorganize this area so that I have 3 crushers doing this job. Let's gather the rates for the other ones as well. We also have somebody consuming, come on. Okay, we are at the top line, so consuming 66 sesamite powder and 8 chiver thorn extract, and we are producing 1 sesamite. dump more powder in so I can find out what my rate is. So the actual Sesamite powder rate is 4.95 a minute, and the extract rate is 60 a minute. Crystal rate is again 65. So for this to balance, this means I need, this is really going to only run this guy at a quarter speed. Okay, and what else am I looking at? I'm looking at this guy. Let's go get a bunch of plant matter so we can exercise him real quick. I should have been able to look up this stuff. I shouldn't have had to go dropping everything in place and waiting for the stuff to come around so that I could find out what the actual rates are. Oh, I had some shiverthorn sand. What did I come here for? Oh, he's doing it again. Game of plant matter. Okay, let's dope it up with some plant matter and we'll see what our rates are there so I can rip it up and put down the thing with the appropriate number of crushers. Unless I just want to let this run and get some ingots out, which is probably more useful. Gonna get all my plant matter. I do want to get the ratios properly set up. So you are consuming, you're consuming 220 and producing one more. That is Sesamite. Well, I think that's what it's called. And Sesamite gel. Well, it's good that we have a way to get rid of a ton of plant matter if we need to. So you actually, in the completely balanced full build, this guy would be running a little over half time. We're going to be feeding it 600 per minute plant matter and almost 3 per minute, producing almost 3 per minute gel and almost 6 per minute brick. That means we need 3 of those. These are being produced very slowly. So we're going to rework this. What I'm going to do is I am going to take these 2 components and I'm going to bring them out to the middle so we can do some decent production line out there. And the way I'm going to do this is by starting with this guy out here. We need 3 of those. No longer need this. And your inputs are these. Let's separate them so we can do proper splits. This is going to come in on belts. That replaces that machine. Rid of that. Oh, and the step at a time. Sesamite crystal, stones, and sand. Right. Should not have picked up the inserters until I had the new down. Total rates there. 30 per minute stems and 60 per minute going in. That splits out easily. Not going to be tearing down these. Get this here, turn. And take it at level. Means the stems are probably going to be above it. Stems to here, and bring them down here, like that. Powder. Yeah. Starts here, up like that, over that, and over that. There's our powder. These are now going to be downgoing lifts. Easy, I'm just going to say. Powder is going to the wrong place. And all of these guys are going to turn out the wrong thing until they start getting stems. Yeah, so we're going to get some byproducts there that we don't want. Well, that would be why that wasn't working. powder is not a thing yet. So my outputs are a lot of plant matter and a little bit of the other thing. So we will you are plant matter. And the other output here is, oh, hold on. Make that one powder, and I'll put the crystal on the end because I am focused on the crystal. We don't need the sand. Any sand that has cropped up, let's take out. Oh, this guy is going to be producing some on a regular basis. Yeah. He is at the end. We're going to take you and we're going to take your sand. If you get sand, we're in trouble. You might get sand, although I doubt it. Okay, now we get the powder coming out of this one. Combining with the powder from those goes into one of these. Crystal. There, other crystal. Going to be getting, our rates here are 120 per minute powder in and 15 extract in and a tiny amount of crystal out. So this is going to be our powder line. I should put the crystal on. Yeah, I'll put the crystal on, but I'll put the crystal on the ground floor instead of this. Crystal is going to come out the front, where it is going to go to the smelters. And the smelter crystal. Hold on. I didn't put it in my plan. Crystal is going to a smelter Mark III, which does that. Oh, come on. So this takes minus crystal, and it produces one. Those can't both be right. If I'm doing it 3 times a minute, that would be 18. So if it's 20, it's going to be slightly over 3. I will let the 20 per minute be the correct value. Okay, rerunning my plan. And this says I need 7 smelters to do this. I'm going to line the smelters up over here somewhere. Means this guy does need here. One, 5, 6, 7. We only want to take crystal. Anything else appears on this line, ignore it. I can come in, I can actually do it this way. As long as I don't have a belt going right in front of it, that's perfectly all right. And now the powder. So an output. This is an input. What if this guy doesn't input enough? I may need to have somebody coming out here. Do something. Or what we do is we put a box on this. Yeah, I like that better. Put it here. There. So all of these guys will send their powder out, go into this box. Okay, we still need to deal with the plant matter, and you've got some blue gel. Oh, wait a minute. That's right, plant matter and blue gel. Okay, I have to dispense with them both, which means that the thing that oh, it's the powder that these guys don't normally produce. Oh, right. The fact that this guy produced powder means we just have that. Hold on, let me go. I still need to, I do need to be able to get both out of all of these machines. Gel. Yeah, these are running times 83 1/3%, which means it's 2.5 machines. So half the time, this guy is not going to have stuff, which means he is going to be turning out these guys. But let's assume it's just that. This guy also turns out the powder. got our powder here. Gonna run it down this way. Come down here. There we go. Pick up the powder that may have come out of here. Bring it all down here. It's too bad I can't lock this guy into one particular recipe. That would be kind of useful. Where's my total plant matter output? 240 per minute each. 100 total. Okay, that should work. I'm a little worried about that. Okay, so you are being drained properly. You guys aren't. What do we want to deal with next? Blue glue plant matter. Blue goo I can bring over here and merge it into this guy, I think. I don't think we're using very much blue goo. But we'll start with this. I'm going to bring it down to here. I'm going to bring it over. Bring it down here, merge it in here. So that's at least a potential. And I think I need to put a box in the middle. Yeah. Buffer up the blue goo just in case. And you are upgoing lifts. You guys need to have a place to put your ingots. I am fairly confident that we are not going to have a problem with that belt. All of the ingots are going to go in here. That. going to dump the crystals that I have into you. And now plant matter. This guy needs shiverthorn extract, doesn't he? Yes, he does. And we can get it from here. And you can come across ground level. Here we go. You will produce some additional crystals. That takes care of you. Done you. Start taking care of now. This is the plant matter disposal. The plant matter is going to require red goo and all of the plant matter coming from these guys. I'm going to put him down at that end. You're going up. See, red goo input and plant matter out. So red goo and plant matter input and brick output. Got it. You hop right over yet. Oops. Need to be horizontal with that and turn it here. Bring it through. Last. Bringing in plant matter at 600 per minute total. I think I can do that with 2 of these guys. Actually, let's do it with 3 of them. There we go. It does force this to be the end of the line, but we want to be consuming all of our plant matter in this guy and turning it into the appropriate input. which I'm going to put over here. I could actually redirect it into this box here along with the sand. Yeah, that matter brick. Wait a minute. Are we doing something with plant matter brick out here? I think so. I think we kind of avoided plant matter brick. It's here. Oh, right. Let's bring it back over. It needs to merge into this line back here. Is there a way to categorize this so we can close out of it? Number there, here, that. And I'm going to put a box here just in case. It does not look like we are consuming the plant matter brick very quickly. We are turning it into mining charges, but see how fast our mining charges are moving? Yeah. If I've done everything right, this should now just run. We have a lot of seeds on the racetrack, but it's not over full. I'm good with that. We are consuming the plants as fast as they're growing. We're not backing up anywhere. Although I think for completeness, there. That allows us to always get our powder out of this guy as quickly as possible. Anything else? Should be empty now. Is we can replace the divot. Following this through. So we've got our stems going to these 4 machines in the middle. Like they're doing okay, although I think I'm going to release the plant matter from these guys so it stands a chance. My goal is for this to all settle out so that this machine is not running full time anymore. There we go. So here we are consuming the extra little bits of powder and consuming the byproduct plant matter and consuming the byproduct, boxing up the byproduct. We are going to end up with so much sesamite gel in that box, it's crazy. But the point of the whole thing is this guy, which now has 139 of these. We need 200 to update the other guy. Okay, we're gonna let him run. Next step is gold. We get this from a resource over here that we haven't even started looking at yet. So scrap ore, there's all the recipes on the right. The one that has this, boom, boom, just like that. That's what we want. I'm just gonna load that in by hand. So our inputs are sesamite powder, it seems like every time I look for something that I haven't looked for in 5 minutes, it's in a different place. And you want to filter in the scrap. Toss a bunch of them in, and the outputs are going to be gold and more scrap. There we go. The way this works, if I have scrap coming out here, it's going to get on that belt and cycle in. I want a box. So as long as this guy is producing scrap, this guy doesn't get any. This guy is empty, no longer filling that belt. You can take scrap. Let's get a whole bunch more scrap going. Get all the scrap going. I don't have any other use for scrap at this point. Now, if we run out of powder, things get bad. So I may go get a whole ton of powder. The other output here is gold ore. Now the gold ore is going to go in these. Where it's going to turn out gold bricks. So this guy turns out 50 gold per minute. This guy smelts 89 per minute, so we only need the one. We only need 20 gold ingots total, so that's gonna work really fast. I'm going to get a whole bunch of sesamite powder from our stockpiles on admin. I have no idea how much we're going to need there. And it's in bulk area. Put it back. Let's leave that much in bulk storage. I'm going to take the rest down and have it available to make gold stuff from. There we go. Notice that as this guy pulls, these don't have any, well, they don't have any significant opportunity to output until this guy's empty. So that is prioritizing. 40 gold. We've got all the gold we need. And we've got all that we need. Let's go do the upgrade to Sierra. Probably will need more of those. And this is what we've been aiming at since the beginning of this recording, is to get Sierra upgraded. Okay, so our next thing is 2,000 gold ingots and 500 sesamite ingots. So we just can let our
upgraded. Advanced deconstruction schematics available.
We could let our product lines there just keep on going and produce more sesamite and gold. Thousand gold ingots at 22 per minute. Let's get an exact number. I am going to be curious. So, 90 minutes. 91 minutes, actually. So, an hour and a half to get the gold done. And 500 sesamite ingots at whatever rate we're turning out here, which is probably 1, 2, 4, 5, 6 by 3. 18 per minute. We want 500. That's gonna be half an hour. So yeah, that's just a matter of waiting half an hour. We're good. What are we doing here? I think I'm gonna call this a recording, and I will see you all in the next one.